Litecoin continuing to experience bullish interaction with key level $144 here under the influence of sell suggestions. We are awaiting the return of bullish Robo advisors as we anticipate continued interaction with support down below. However, the strongest area of technical support is still $114 in my opinion. That is where I anticipate price action making its way downward here as long as these sell suggestions are in play, which have been present ever since the 25th of November, since these most recent bearish Robo advisors coming from the $222 level. Prices have experienced 41.9% in downside, still currently more than 32% down at current levels as we await the return of bullish Robo advisors. Prices a little too close to significant resistance overhead. We're awaiting for a break of $165 and confirmation of it as support. We do see an example of price action experiencing support found from $144, allowing price action to get back above 165, confirm it as support, and interact with buy suggestions. This most recent combination of Robo advisors suggested a bullish area of accumulation throughout the beginning of October around $178. After accumulation, prices experienced 65% in upside before becoming bearish around the aforementioned $222 level there, and EngineeringRobo allowed you to capitalize on 24% ROI if you chose to take profit at that level, and you were saved from well over 40% in downside there. So we are awaiting the return of Robo advisors as we look for continued bullish interaction with support found off of $144. We're looking for a break of 165. I'm looking out for $114 as long as sell suggestions are in play. What are your thoughts on Litecoin at current levels? Here we have an article titled Mexico Confirms Plan to Roll Out CBDCs in 2024. New technologies and a next generation payment infrastructure would help Mexico become more financially inclusive. The article continues with Mexico has announced that it would introduce a new national central bank digital currency, or CBDC, in 2024, according to a tweet posted by an account representing the Mexican presidency. Highlighted that new technologies and next generation payment infrastructure will help Mexico become more financially inclusive. Below the tweet reads, the plans for a CBDC follow the recent statement by Mexico's president that Mexico is unlikely to follow El Salvador's footsteps and use cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin as legal currency, which is why it sounds like they're looking to introduce their own cryptocurrency to use as legal currency. The bottom of the article continues with, at least 2 lawmakers in Mexico have suggested that the country embrace digital assets to spearhead the shift to crypto and fintech. With the growing popularity of cryptocurrencies, it should come as no surprise that governments worldwide, including Mexico, are considering establishing a CBDC. Well, in my opinion, increased use case and adoption of cryptocurrency is always a bullish sign, and all this talk about the future of finance and the payment infrastructure being updated is very bullish signs for crypto over the coming years here. In my opinion, we are bound to see digital national currencies. I do believe that centralized cryptocurrencies are going to become present among different governments and whatnot. There already are centralized tokens, so in my opinion, it is not surprising that governments are going to digitize their current national currency. In my opinion, it will just be used alongside the rest of the other cryptos, and I personally don't suspect it will have a major detrimental impact to the rest of cryptocurrency. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below though. Now, looking at today in crypto, we have plenty of projects in the green as we, enter the new year here, starting off January with some nice upside. Hopefully, we can continue this. We do see a handful of projects experiencing a pullback. Hexagon, experiencing 22% in downside. That is going to be the largest coin in the red here today. CTC and CVX experiencing, between 5 and 6% in downside. However, we are seeing many other projects in the green, with SafeMoon continuing to experience gains, ICP, CRV, FTM, and ONE experiencing 10 to 13 to 15% in upside. Plenty of other projects experiencing gains as well, recovering from the modest pullbacks that we've been having throughout the last sort of few days. Looking at this week in crypto, we can see plenty of projects in the green as well. However, the red across the board does suggest continued accumulation and short-term downside here. The biggest projects in the red are still going to be Hexagon here, and we even have HOT, AXS, Sandbox, and Mana experiencing some healthy pullbacks as well, just above 10% in downside. All of these other projects in the red are only between what appears to be 3, 5 to 9% in downside. Some very healthy, necessary downside that we need to perhaps experience before we can continue to see, tens of percentages in upside here. Taking a look at project Cosmos, coin symbol ATOM, price action finding itself back above an area of potential support here under the influence of buy suggestions, suggests continued upside here and a potential area of accumulation based on these key levels. We need daily candles opening and closing with their wicks and bodies above $32.42. Confirm support down below and a potential area of accumulation with these very bullish robo advisors in play ever since the end of December here around the $29 level. Once support has been confirmed, we can accumulate at this level as long as buy signals remain. This combination of robo advisors suggested an area of accumulation around the $12.92 level. After accumulation, prices experienced 242% in upside over the following 47 days, and if you weren't able to sell at that swing high, bearish robo advisors suggested an area of take profit here around the $32 level, allowing you to capitalize on 148% ROI if you chose to take profit at or above that level. And since those sell suggestions, prices did end up experiencing 37% in downside over the following 35 days toward support as we interact with buy suggestions coming from about a week ago, looking to confirm support down below as we make our way toward this area of resistance waiting for us. It would appear $44.27 is an area of potential resistance and sell pressure overhead, waiting to give us a hard time before we continue some upside here, supported by some very bullish robo advisors. So let me know down below your thoughts on this coin. We're just looking out for confirmation of this support level down below where we can begin accumulation as long as buy signals remain. Ethereum reaching toward the strongest areas of support, price action failing to hold above $3,923, that level waiting for us as resistance currently. At the moment, we're looking for potential interaction with $3,414 per Ethereum, a very bullish area of support waiting for us as we are under the influence of sell suggestions. I anticipate price action looking for the strongest area of support until buy signals were to return. The key levels of resistance overhead, as I mentioned, that $3,923 level, in addition to the $4,626 level as well, waiting for us as resistance. So at the moment, we are looking for support down below and the return of buy suggestions. In my opinion, this does not suggest a long-term bearish incentive for Ethereum. I still anticipate Ethereum above $5,000. Bitcoin, crypto, the currency, still looking for the strongest area of support, continuing to experience demand and accumulation just down below near $45,900. That seems to be an area of support forming. However, the key levels I am looking out for still are going to be resistance present overhead at $48,577, potential support down below at $43,160 per Bitcoin. The strongest area of support still $34,655 per Bitcoin, and unlikely target, however not impossible if sell suggestions were to remain. We just need price action back above this key level of current resistance to become more bullish on continued upside as we make our way toward pending resistance present at $58,202. So we are awaiting the return of buy suggestions as we confirm support down below here. Very strong demand for Bitcoin near current levels, however, so we just need a few more confirmations to be met. The fear and greed index here still suggesting a six-figure Bitcoin before any sort of significant fundamental downside is to be expected. I anticipate price action reaching the $154,000 level before any sort of significant sell pressure is to come into play, and longer term downside is to be expected. Prices are coming from the strongest area of long-term accumulation back throughout the months of March in 2020, where Bitcoin was trading between $5,000 to $7,000 here. In my opinion, I very much anticipate interactions with the FOMO zone where strong, long-term sell pressure may be in play from these longer-term investors of Bitcoin. I anticipate many traders accumulating and buying at that range. However, smart money will be taking profits, and I feel like that would be a rather high-risk area to be buying Bitcoin. But let me know down below your thoughts on crypto, if you're bullish or bearish at current levels. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo for free with a link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social media down below and tune in for the next one.